Okay, good. Handling, good. Hmm. So recording is started. Okay. Let me know. Okay, I have. I didn't share the screen, right? Okay. So write this part. Exception handling. What are the keywords are required? What is the catch and everything? Okay, good. Let's start today's concept. Done till this point. Good.
Yes,
So
sir.
let me go. Yeah, good. So let me go a little down. Add the try block. So the purpose you can see here, it just wraps the code that may throw an exception, meaning whatever the exception is thrown in the particular code, it wraps it and it gives the exception to the catch. That's it. As simple as that. So let me go a little down. You can write the rules. Done?
Yes, sir.
Write this program and also the catch block. We go down. So write the rules and we'll start with the program. Okay. Take the program. Let me know when you're done with the program.
Done, sir.
Good. Let me go to another page. Try finally also. So since yesterday we have done till catch, right? Finally too. We'll see this and throws, through exception, everything we'll see today. Okay? So done with the program? Be good. So just write throw also. Okay. Done? So write the rules and one more program for throw. Run with the program. Just like last one, throws keyword by will use. Okay, let us see throws example, then we'll start. Tomorrow we can see checked and unchecked. Write this and throws example till this point. Checked and unchecked, we'll see tomorrow. Okay, just add this and start the program. So don't worry about the file reader in the throws example. We'll see that file reader and all in future sessions where we are string buffer, file reader, everything. So when we try to access files, try to read an Excel, just write a program for reference. Okay. So let me know when you're done, guys. Then I'll share the screen. We'll discuss all these three, finally through and throws, and also a little bit try and catch in detail. Okay. Done, 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 done. Everything good? Done, guys? Good? Awesome. Let me now stop the share. So let me now share this screen. Okay. Okay. So now, if you remember yesterday, so I'll just have a glance of try and catch for the folks who have not joined or might have not understood yesterday. And then we can go slowly. Okay. So let me add a class. Let me put try catch. Okay. Just I'm going to try and catch, guys. Now, if you have known theory a little bit, so tell me, so yesterday we saw simple exception, right? How do we try? Try is followed by what?
Catch. Try catch.
Catch. And it has open and close. Directly you just try, you can see the error here. Insert finally to complete the box statements. Finally will come in a little bit, okay? And catch is there. See, try and catch, there will be an error here. So expected after this token, so something will write exception. So we can write, if we don't know what exactly the exception, we'll just write exception, or if we know if it is an IO exception or array out of bound exception, we'll write that. Okay. Let us take a simple example. Sys out 10 by 0. So if I run this, run as Java application. Let us go to console. So exception is handled. Okay. For example, if you want to see what exactly is handled, we can just write so e dot get message. Let's see this one. It will type in a message format. Let's see. Let me run this again. See what exactly is the message? Exception, it is divided by 0. What exactly is this? To know, how do we get to know? What exactly is the exception? Name of the exception. Yesterday we saw
Arithmetic exception.
arithmetic. But how do you print it?
E dot print stack.
That's good. Print to stack trace. So if I run this, the message will come, and also what exactly is an exception. Okay. And also people have asked, okay, let's say you have more than one exception. Let's say in the array we saw an example, right? So in the r equal to new int of 3. So if we want to know this out r of 5, something like that. Okay. So since r is an array, r of So we'll write in open and close square brackets an array, and this is the fifth. So basically, the sixth element as totally 5 size we are giving. So now if I run this, it will show this. It will only show arithmetic only. So always remember, so whenever you get an exception, so try. What is the job of try? Take this exception, throw out to the catch. Okay, that is the only thing. And whatever exception they have thrown, that is the exception shown here as a message or the stack trace. Till this point, understood, guys? We're good.
Sir, one
Yeah.
doubt. Sir, like instead of array, can you please try with like two arithmetic exception, like 10
Two.
by
Okay,
0,
sure.
like another, like will
Tell me
the
another.
catch block?
Okay, 10 by 0, 10 by 0.
Yes, sir.
So we have
Like
three exceptions
catch,
here.
it will
One,
take only one. Yeah, correct, sir. 1, 2, 3. Correct.
three. So three exceptions are there. So doesn't matter how many exceptions. Let us put 10 exceptions also. If exception is there in one line also, another code is skipped. It will not execute. Okay, let me run this. Same thing, same issue, same error. If I put this as a comment, so this line should execute. Same error. Okay, let me put this as a comment. Okay, now the answer should be different. Index 5, R5, out of bound of length 3. Now, remember the arrays? If I give this int 3, how many? This is the max size. What is it? What is exactly the size?
Size is
3,
4.
0, 1,
3.
2.
0, 1, 2, 3.
Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3 or 0, 1, 2?
0, 1, 2.
0, 1, 2, not 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Correct, correct, sir.
Yeah. See, the max size is 3. Elements are 0, 1, 2. Guys. Okay. So this is the max size and these are the elements. Now, till this point, you understood it's a very, very simple program to make you guys understand what exactly is try and catch. If this you have understood, let us go one level deep to finally. Then we'll go to throw. Then we'll go to throws. Okay. Till this point, understood, guys. This is what I explained entire yesterday, and also few other programs. If assignments, we'll see later. Okay. Till this point, you understood, guys, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. No. Good.
ಇದು
Or-
mute.
yes,
Hello, sir.
Manju. Yeah.
Sir, can you show other data type? See, 10 divided by 0 is will get arithmetic exception.
Hmm.
Can I write? Can we write other data type? Will get any other exceptional error?
Okay, chalo. Okay. Okay, double divided by 0. This value is in float or double. Okay. Infinity. We are typing here. This is the message it got. And array out of bound exception. This is not an exception or an exception. So the message was like it caught this one. Okay. But it typed also infinity. For example, let me comment this one also. Let us see what exactly is happening. So it should catch this one if it's an exception. So according to it, it's not an exception. It's infinity. If it's a normal code, and you're getting the point. So integer value is giving an exception, right? It is handled as an arithmetic exception. If I write dot 0, if I save it, it is treating as an infinity. So it's based on the math. Now, you may ask, why 10 divided by 10.0 divided by 0 in Java, why it is infinity? Okay. So the standard and the behavior is a little different than the integer value. Okay. So what if we can ask, what happens by 0 by 0? Again, should it show an exception? That by 0. What happens with 0.0? It's a float value. Nan, not a number. Let us put 1.0. Infinity. So the float is treated as a different in Java. The integer value is treated as an exception. Okay? Any more doubts? 0 by 0 is not a number it's treating. Exactly the result, what exactly is expecting. Anything by 0? It should be infinity. It should also throw an exception stating, okay, this is not in realistic value, nothing can be divided by 0. It can be either infinity or an exception. Are we good till this? Try and catch any more doubts. Come on, any more doubts? Okay, good. So message is only to give a message, what exactly it is. So if you get confused that it is a catch, just comment everything, try to execute. It is not throwing. It is throwing as a infinity. This proper message. So see, 0.0. Let me remove. This is not an exception. If this was an exception, try would have got and we would have got something. Okay. Even if you put a get message or print a stack trace, it is not catching as an exception. Float values, double values are treated a little differently. That is the language thing. Okay. So apart from that, any doubts, guys? Okay. Let's go to finally. Let me write one more class. So finally, so let's say exception. Finally. So do you guys remember the final keyword? Final. If you remember, it's a final. Yeah. Okay. Final int a equal to 10. Can I change the value of final?
No.
Okay. Remove final modifier. If final is removed, we can modify the value of a variable. Okay. Similarly, finally works. So you have to understand final, finally are similar functionality, but the word final is also a keyword, finally is also a keyword. So if I just write finally here, it is also a keyword. Now, let's take an example of this. Okay. This example only I'm taking, guys. Just see everything, okay, whatever it is. Okay. So what will be the answer? What will be the answer?
5.
5. Will it throw an exception? This line throw an exception?
No, sir.
No. If it doesn't throw an exception, will this catch be executed? Yes or no?
No, sir. If it is executed, it
No,
won't come to
no.
catch.
So if I run this 5, catch is never executed because there is nothing to catch. Okay. Now, if I write finally has the same syntax. So I will execute no matter what. I'm just writing like this, okay? Even if exception is there, even if exception is not there, finally should always execute. That is the first rule. Now, let me put an exception here. This is an exception, arithmetic exception.
Yes, sir.
Then, see, by 0 is the message. Stack trace is the message. This executed. Okay. Understand this is executed. Good? Till this point understood? If you understood
Yes.
this, I'll ask you one more question, okay?
Yes,
Chalo.
sir. If we write finally before that try catch.
Okay. Before try catch, you're
Yes.
telling this here. Okay. It's an error. Okay, let's see what is an error. Syntax error, delete this token. So finally position should always be after try or after catch.
And one
Good.
more, sir. This finally keyword we have to use means whenever if try catch is there, then only we should use. Means separately finally we can't use.
Separately, finally, we cannot use. It will not
Okay.
work.
Okay.
So finally expect something, right? Final we can write. That is used to the variable. Finally, expect something. Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
so I'll write one question. Can we write a method here? Simple method. Shall we write?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Chalo. Now you have to tell me the answer, what exactly it does. So let me write, let's say, void test, something like that. Okay. Can I write try catch in this? Let me put control as. Is it working fine? So what do you understand? Try catch can be written in a static method and also a non-static method. Correct? Got it?
Yes, sir.
No.
Yes, sir.
So can I write finally in non-static method? Just a wild guess. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Because we write na try catch.
Yes. It should be. It should be there. Okay. Now, one tricky question comes. You remember return, break, etc. Okay. Let me write something here. Let me write something like this. Returns something like 10 something. So if it is a return, it should have a return type, right? Int test. And this is an issue. Why? Add a return statement. Okay. Add a return statement at the end. So tell me what is the output. Okay. If I want, okay, let me put static. Okay. So that I can easily call it. Can we delete this? Okay. Now, if I put static, okay. Oh, return should be there. Wait. Return will put. If I want to call this method, how do I call it in main? Do I have to create an object?
Yes.
Yes. Why?
Sir, if it is a static means no.
No, right? Can I directly like this?
No.
Like this? No?
Yes, correct.
Yes. Okay.
It will
Now,
work. So.
it will work, but I want you to tell what will be the output. Remember, nothing executes after return. Return is the final statement, right?
It
Can I
runs
write
the method.
See here. Can I write like this? Error. What is the error? Unreachable code. Now, you tell me what it will run. What will be the answer?
5 only.
Correct?
5.
5.6.
Because return will
See,
stop.
that's
Sir,
it.
somebody is unmuted.
5. 5?
5.
Okay. 5.
Yes.
5.
And
What is
final
it?
result.
I'll execute no matter what. What do you understand by this?
Finally, we'll execute either
Here? There is an exception here?
even no exception.
No exception. So this will run. So once it is returning the value,
It will not
what
go back.
happens in normal methods? This is the end of it, this method.
Yes, end of.
But there is always a catch, not this. Finally, what I wrote is literally by word. I will execute no matter what. Okay. Even if you write finally, it's the same thing here. Even if you call this, even if return statement is not there, okay, this will always execute. So tell me the answer now. So I've called this method, I've wrote the exact similar thing. What will be the answer? Two finallys are there, but they are different methods. Tell me.
Go. 5. I will execute twice. It will come.
Okay, that's all. Only this one will come twice. What is the output? Exact output.
5 and this I will execute comes twice.
Okay, 5 execute come twice. That's it. Okay, let's see. 5, I'll execute no matter what. 5, I'll execute no matter what. Okay. See here, this is also not an exception. It's a simple code. Whatever is in try, it will execute. If there is no exception, catch will never execute, but finally will always execute. Okay. So you may ask in real life why we use finally. Okay. Now, good question. Finally can be used in catch can be used to, let's say, we have not got to Selenium yet, but I'll give you an example. Okay. Sys out. I'm just writing as a message, but in real life we'll do. So let's see if exception happens in a code. Let's say this is a test case, real life test case. Can we, if we are running a regression suite, you guys finished the manual, or you know the term regression, right? Do you want me to explain regression? You know, guys, you know, right? Or not?
Yes, sir. We
No.
know.
If you don't know, regression is end-to-end testing. If you have end-to-end testing, testing the entire suite. What is a suite? Okay, just tell the point you understand. Okay. Now, if it's throwing an exception, can I take a screenshot? Can I take a screenshot? No? Yes?
No.
No? Why? No? Okay, let's see. Take a screenshot. No? Take a screenshot. Okay. For those of you who don't understand, let's say this is my entire test case. Maybe I'm running a Selenium test case or an APM test case or a WebDriver, it doesn't matter what tool. So this here we got an exception. Maybe we are running, let's say I want to log into Facebook, username password. Now there I faced an error. So I got an exception. What does try do? What does try do if an exception is there?
First, it will try that.
Ah,
If it is with the exception, then it will throw that exception.
it will throw to catch, right? See, I just explained scenario. Whatever it is written in catch, everything is executing. It print the message by 0. Sorry, this one. Then what is the print track trace, and also take a screenshot. Will this not be helpful to understand what exactly is the error if you take a screenshot? It will helpful, right? Right. So one of the real life examples, we take a screenshot. Now, you ask, what is finally then? Understandable? What is this? No matter what happens, if it's an exception, go to catch, take a screenshot, execute another test case. If it's a pass, try the code and write finally. Understandable? Real life application also. Why finally we are using?
Yes, sir.
Understood? Okay. Any doubts? Come on, guys. Yeah, go on. Divya.
No, sir. No, I understand.
Good. Till this point, you understood finally? Finally. Can we write finally in a non-static method? Yes or no? Can we write finally in static method?
Yes.
Good. Good. Now, we are returning 10 here, right? But this is not written anywhere. How do we put this value?
Disturbing.
We are getting some value, right? See, this is the end, this is test method. How do I get 10? It is written in some value. This method has some value. How do I write that method? How did I get that value? It's easy. I would have explained you many times. Come on, guys. You can do it. Come on, guys. Yes or no? No. Forgot already. Okay. Can I write like this? It is returning 0 here. If this is not executing. Okay. Now, tell me it's an exception. Yes or no?
No.
No. Will the catch execute?
It's execute.
No.
No.
If it's not returning, then it should return 0. See? What is the first statement? Sys out. It did print 0. It print everything, and at the end, it return the value. So always remember, if you are returning, let's say I write an exception, what should print? 10. Let me execute. Did print 10? Did print 10?
Yes.
Yes.
Print? Yes. Okay, wait. I have to switch it on. Okay. So everything good with finally? Let's go to throw.
Sir, here one more doubt. Just scroll up. Screen. Sir, here, why you return this return keyword twice? That I didn't get.
Okay, sure. Now, what is the purpose of return? It returns some value. If this was a string, they should write a string value. So always a method should have a return type. Okay. If this is not an exception, and if return is here return, if this is not an exception, will catch execute?
No.
No. If catch didn't execute, if I don't write return here, what is an issue? Add a return statement. Even if it's
Sir,
exception.
one more. Before executing this, how it will get to know, sir, this will not execute like that?
That's a good question. It's an ID. It's an ID. See, 10 by 0, it understands. It's an ID. Return 0. Even if you write in one of the blocks, right? Unless and until it finds a return statement which is exceptional to the blocks or methods or something, it will always throw an error. In Notepad, if you write, we'll never get an error because it's a Notepad. So ID will understand this will cause an error. This method must return a type of int. Even though we return an integer here, this catch blocks may or may not execute, will not know. That's why this return has no restrictions. No try, no catch, no finally. So this is the true return, but if it returns something else, it will come out.
Understood, sir. Thank
Okay.
you.
This is an exception. It will return 10 only. 0 is the first one message. Second is track. No matter, I will execute no matter what. Now, return is 0. But it returned 10 after finally. You notice some slight difference here. Okay. Let me remove this code. Let me execute again. Return should always be an end of method or a loop or something like that. Even though the line is 10th, finally is after that, after stack trace, finally is getting executed no matter what, and Java still maintains the rule. After return, nothing should be executed. See, that is the last line to execute. Getting the point?
Yes, sir.
Good. So I hope you guys understand exception handling, which is very, very important, guys. Okay. In a test case you write, always you put exception handling. Try, catch, finally, throws. Always you write. Okay. If you miss this exception handling, it might be a little tough. You can gain n number of topics. Of course, Java, everything is important. Okay. Always emphasize that. I explain it in a simple manner. Now, when you get complicated programs, if you know the logic, you can do it. There's always a Google, there's always an AI. But if you don't understand the core concepts, it's very tough. You understand the concept, right? Why finally we write, why catch we use, why try. I also explain the real life example. Why catch we write, why finally we write, etc. Okay? Good.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. That's good, man. Next. What is a throw or throws next one? I think it's throw only. Okay, let's see throw. Throw only, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see a throw. Java class exception throw. Now, tell me what exactly is a throw. In cricket, Rajesh, definitely cricket player. You'll know, right? What is a throw? Or anyone, like you understand what is a throw, right? Guys, don't know throw?
Yeah, throw the ball.
Take a ball, throw the ball. Yes, simple throw. See, for example, let's say we are 20 people are playing cricket. I don't know, 11 people are, right? Okay, 2 people are playing catch. Me and Rajesh or me and Divya.
Yes, sir. We
So
got a
if
ball
I'm
into
giving to
Italy.
Divya, I'll throw a ball to Divya. Just throwing a ball. Instead of a ball, in exception, what will throw? A ball will throw, exception will throw.
Exception.
Exception. Now, that's what throw means. We will throw an exception. While throw an exception, we will see. Now, it is what we tell creating an exception. Now, how do we create an exception? For example, you remember if a clause long back, if voting age should be how much it will be voting age?
18.
Less than 18, greater than 18.
Greater than 18.
Let's say
Less.
int age equal to 10, or maybe int age only. Okay, let's say it's 18. Now, note I'm not using try and catch. If you use try and catch, what will happen? If try has a exception, what it will do? What will it do?
Throw it to catch.
It will come to
So
catch.
now, here in exception throw, I'm not using try and catch. You have to always see that. Now, if age is greater than 18, greater than equal to 18, okay? Let's push this out. Age, voting age, right? And remember what we're doing in else. Else we're writing something not voting age or not eligible to vote. Remember, not eligible to vote. This is what we used to write try and catch. Remember?
Yes, sir.
No. Instead of this, I'll use same concept. I'll just use same logic, not eligible to vote. Okay. I'll write a keyword called throw. I'll write something called new. Again, new. Always we have used to create a new variable. New here to create a new exception. Tell me an exception name. Arithmetic exception. Because you can throw anything. It has to make sense. We can throw array out of bound index exception also. Okay? But for now, I'll show that example also. See, this is like creating our own exception. So arithmetic, this is spelling right. Exception. Arithmetic exception. I want the message to be, yeah. Manju? Question? No question? Okay. Good. So let's see the positive scenario here. Let me execute. Voting age. Okay, let me put 14. Got an exception. Now, logically speaking, this program is not creating exception by itself. We are throwing an exception. Just now, I threw a ball to Divya, right? I throw an exception. Throw is creating an exception by ourselves. Okay. Now, if I write array out of bound, okay, first let me write what exactly array index out of bound exception, right? Okay, I have to know the spelling. Okay, what if I write like this spelling mistake? See, it is throwing an error. Now again, you'll ask how you'll understand it's an error. It's an IDE, not a notepad. It will understand. Okay. Now, let me write array index out of bounds exception. It is not throwing an error. See, did it throw an error? No, right?
No.
So if I run it, it will tell array out of bound is the exception. The message is not eligible to vote. Understood, guys? Till this point. But does it make sense? Does age voting does it make sense with array index out of bound exception? No. Make sense,
Yes.
you guys?
No, sir. No. No.
All right. That's why always we have to throw a correct exception, arithmetic exception. Okay. So throw is the one where we can throw an exception. Now, Tell me one more example. You tell me one more example where I can throw an exception. Okay, I'll give an example. If you're writing a subject, what is the max marks you'll get? Any subject. Max marks.
100.
100, right? Now, let us take scanner class. Remember scanner class? We all did scanners and equal to new scanner system dot in. Okay. System dot. Now, hover it. Now, if you don't know how to import, what exactly to import, just hover. That the top suggestion will be this. Just keep it. Now, I'll write again system enter marks, something like that. Enter marks. What is the favorite subject, Divya? Favorite subject.
Kannada.
Okay, and enter marks in Kannada. Okay. Now there should be a scanner class. Okay, I'll write in for now. Okay, int marks equal to scan dot. What we have to write? Next int. Guys, forgot already.
No, sir.
Int.
Int only, right? Int means next int only.
Next int.
Now,
Next int.
so let me remove this. Now, you tell me how to throw an exception here. You tell me how to throw an exception. Tell me. Come on. What are the max marks you can get? How will you throw an exception? Come on, guys. Akshita, how will you throw an exception?
101. If mark is greater than
Good. Equal to 100.
100.
Correct. Can we get 100 in Kannada? I don't know. Like, can we get marks 100 out of 100 in language?
Yes.
All right.
Sir.
We can get. Oh, they're giving and 100 out of 100 to the language also.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, nowadays getting, sir.
Nowadays, okay, it has changed. Okay, when I was studying, we can never ever get maybe 99.9. Okay, that's good. So we'll just write like this. Okay, now. So let me execute. So see why it's in a warning for scan. Why there is a warning for 8th line? Why there's a warning for 8th line? Come on, guys. What
It's
did you
not
discuss?
defined. Scan.
Okay, very nice, very close. Scan is a reference variable we'll create through a class. So variables, objects, not to be defined. It's not a variable, right? It's an object. Okay, I'll tell you. So whenever we create an object, it is always recommended to close an object. Why? It is also a memory thing. Now, when you close, what is happening here? Add suppressings, something like that. It is saying that's totally fine. Even if we don't add this, what is suppress warnings? Since it is thinking, since you're closing this might not execute, but that's okay. Will not close this. Also, there is an error. There is a warning, but not an error. Okay, fine. So, valid marks. Valid marks. Now here, invalid marks, all right. Okay, good. Now you tell me what is the answer. How much marks you want, Pavitra?
99.
99. It's an issue. Why?
So mark 99 greater than 100. It's wrong, no?
Wrong, right?
Mm.
So, what should be the condition? What should be condition?
Less than equal.
See, that's what. Good. Now, okay. We'll ask some other. Manasa, how many marks you want in Canada? Oh, Manasa. Yashwant, how many marks you want in Canada?
95.
95. Good. Chalo. Bad marks. Let's see another scenario. 1,000 marks. Exception. Now, logically speaking, this is not an issue, right? 1,000 is not something like divided by 0. So we will give an exception of our, it should be valid exactly. They should exactly match what is the real exception with a name. Then only it will work. Good intro. Any doubts in final intro? Are we good?
Sir, here arithmetic
Yeah.
exception, after that we wrote invalid marks. Na? So anyway, this is not printing, right?
Yeah, it's printing. See.
Okay,
Invalid
okay.
marks, invalid marks in subject. Okay, let me execute this. Run as the application. Okay, and marks in Canada, 10,000 invalid marks in subject. There's a message we are giving. Okay. Any more
Okay.
doubts, guys? Finally and through.
Sir, one more.
Yeah.
In 15th line, we wrote a new keyword. So that
Yeah.
part I didn't understand. Why we are writing this name? So
Okay.
name we usually used to create object, right? And
Yes.
otherwise constructor calling.
Yeah. Good. That's good. That's really good. So throw is a keyword. We are just throwing. Now, what we are throwing is this exception defined by itself. Okay, let's understand cricketing terms. Okay, I'm throwing to Pavitra. I should throw something, right? It's a ball, but you have to tell the direction, what exactly it is. I can't throw somewhere else. I have to throw in the air. Somewhere I'm throwing it, right? Here in programming terms, new means either it should create an object, which we use new. Here it's an exception, new. We are creating an exception. Now, let's go a little further. How do we create a class object? Here I'll go, if I create an object, class name, reference variable, new object should be created. What is this? RV. RV is nothing but an object. RV dot everything will get. Understood? What is the function of new here? It is creating a new object. Now, throwing a new exception. New is a keyword which we are using here. Good?
Yes, sir.
Achalo. Any more doubts?
Sir, in catch block, try and catch. Over there we are not using, but that also use it to catch the exception, right?
Okay.
Try catch.
Yes. See here, I have told you, we are not using try and catch. Okay. If you want, we can try this. Okay. Let's go and try and catch. Previous example. Okay. This is an exception.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What if I write it here? What is this error? Unreachable code. Anything after throw is unreachable. Okay. So even if you remove this, unreachable, remove this. Unreachable, remove this. Can we write throw under catch?
Might be yes, because
Yes.
no, not showing error.
Not showing error. Can we write throw under catch? Yes or no? We can write.
Yes,
But
sir.
now you tell me, does it make sense? Is there an exception here?
No.
No. Will it ever come to catch block?
Yes.
It will come?
No, no.
No, right? Okay. Then throw is not executed. Now, then we'll go one step deeper. Okay. Let us uncomment this. Finally should always execute, right? Now, there is no exception. I'm writing it finally. What is the error here? Unreachable code. Return type. Okay. Let us write void. Okay. Return will remove. This also will remove. Okay. Okay. This also will remove. Just will call test. Now, this will execute or not? What will be the answer? What will be the answer? What will be the answer? Reshma? Answer? Rajesh?
Sir, 5 it will print
Hmm.
first, and then it will come to finally. Catch will not execute, and it will
Hmm.
throw arithmetic exception invalid marks in sub.
Good. Let's execute it. Okay. I have to execute this. So that is the issue. Another issue with Eclipse. Okay. Now see 5
Right.
exception. Exception in main. Exception in test. But you think does it make sense? I know. See, there is a warning here to add something. Okay, if you add suppress warning finally. Okay, does it make sense? Oh, okay. Let me save this. Let me execute it. Does it make sense of this exception? It makes sense, huh? We are getting an answer. But why are you throwing an exception? Does it make sense? Yes or no? No, right? That's why we can write throw in finally, we can write throw in catch if it executes, but anything after that will not execute. Nothing will execute. It's just like return. Remember return? Similar to that code. So we can write anything throw everywhere, but throw will always be used when we are not using try and catch. Okay. And you want to exceptionally throw an exception. God will throw. Good. Any
Yes,
doubts?
sir. Yes.
Good. Chalo. So last but not least, we will see throws. We'll take 10 more minutes and then we'll wind up. Okay. If you guys not understanding, please put maybe tomorrow morning if you have just add doubts or just ping me. Okay.
Right, sir.
Yes. Yes, Manju. Why I'm hearing my voice twice. Okay. Okay. Now we'll use throws. Throw we understood. Throws is little different. Throws is basically we use where in method declaration. Okay. For example, can I write is main is a method or not?
Method. Yes. Main.
Method, right? Okay. Can I write throws exception? Am I getting any issues?
No, sir.
Throw will write inside a method. Throws will write on the method. Any method. Okay. Now when you write a throws, let me execute this. Hi. Okay. Now, did it handle an exception? Because there is no exception here. Okay. Now, it is a regular line. Okay, now you have to also understand when you write throws exception, you have to always write throw inside. For example, if it's an exception here, throws, throw, new, let's say arithmetic. Let's say arithmetic exception only will write. Okay. Arithmetic exception, exception, new arithmetic exception in main. Now, I'll elaborate this. I'm just trying to tell you the difference here. Now, if I run this, it is a created exception bias. Exception throws in the 6th line. This is what we are getting it. Good. Did we handle it? Now, this is in main. So let us go one layer deep. Okay. Okay. Now, let us understand a selenium test. For example, we are just writing void test. And for some reason, this test didn't execute at all. Now, for that, I want to throw an exception. If it's arithmetic, we'll throw arithmetic. If it is not, we'll throw something else. So always you have to write throws after the method, after the ended return type, after the public. So throw should always come at the end. Okay. So now here I'll write something called, let's say, test is not executing something. Sys out test not executed. Test not executed. Now, let us write try and catch. So try will handle what? Risky code or code. I'm just calling this method. If it's a void, okay, let us write static. Public static void. Now, if it is static, can I call test directly here? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right? So try is followed by what? See, now it's an error is there. What should we write?
Catch.
Catch. Okay? Catch. So, since we wrote arithmetic exception, let us write arithmetic of E. I'm printing this out of E dot get message. Okay? Or we can also write E dot into stack. Now, tell me what will be the answer. Now, here we just wrote some value. We are calling test. What will happen?
Here, no condition, right, to fail that.
Okay. Okay, let us execute. Test not executed. Is it throwing some exception?
No.
No. Okay, good. So what if I write so what will be the answer? Is it executed in the catch block?
Yes.
So if there is any method, if we think instead of writing the entire code in this, if you're directly calling, if there is an exception, the try will throw an exception to catch. Okay, that is one of the examples of throws. So this you may also ask, okay, we are giving this. Instead of this also it will work. Let's see. Instead of this also it works. Then why we are exceptionally writing throws? Okay, let me write exception. Let me write exception also here. Okay, let me run this. It will still work. If you don't write exception specifically, and if you want to run, it will still work. So one of the reasons which we use throws we'll use for the methods. Now it should followed by throws keyword, and it should follow by an exception. So you may ask, why, if it works, why we are giving an exception? Do you have a question after that? Array index out of bound. Exception, good. Int j equal to new int of 3. This out. Yeah, 5. If I run this, even if you don't put this, right? Even if you don't put this, we are catching the try and catch. Now, okay, let us see a different scenario. Okay, let us not have try and catch. Let us not catch the exception at all. What will happen in this scenario? Is the exception handled? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Just scroll the screen, sir. Yes, sir. Will get exception, arithmetic exception.
Will be an exception. Okay, let me run. Exception in the thread main, that is by 0, and the lines it saw is 6th line and 30th line. So what if even if we remove this?
We remove also, it will shows the exception.
Okay, let me run it. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So throw will actually throw an exception, creating a new exception. Throws will basically write for methods. We can throw multiple exceptions by using throws also, if we don't understand it. Okay. Okay. Is this exception handled here? Okay. What is the difference between this? Throws. Arithmetic exception. So tell me what's happening here. So if you want to see, go to the declaration. So declaration, we are having a constructor. Constructor is calling a super, which is a runtime exception calling a super. Okay, what is exactly super? Remember? We discussed yesterday. Super. What
Keyword.
Keyword. Of course, it's keyword. What exactly it means?
It is calling
It represents parent class.
Parent. Oh, parent constructor.
constructors.
Exactly. Here, what constructor is this? Non-parameterized, parameterized.
Non-parameter.
Non-parameterized. Right?
Non-parameterized.
So it will call directly non-parameterized constructor. So now, throwable is a final class. Okay, it's a final. Where is the throwable? Okay, final. Public class throwable. Now it's a class which is inheriting seriable interface. So interface is a true abstraction. Okay, what I went totally. Let me go back here. Okay. So exception throws. So let us see, try and catch. Let us see a difference here. Arithmetic exception. What if I have more than one method? Okay. What if I had test2? Arithmetic exception calling test2. E.print status. What will be the answer? What will be the answer?
Arithmetic exception. One time.
Only one time? Okay, let's execute. Sixth line, 14th line. Test2 is never executed. Okay, whenever we have an exception, only that first line executed, try will make sure that try is there and moves to catch. Okay, we'll see more of throws, what exactly it does in checked exceptions and unchecked exceptions in a tomorrow class. But for now, understand syntax. Always will write on top of the method. Throw will write inside the method. Finally, will executes no matter what. Okay. Are we good with today? Understood? Throws, throw, finally. Good?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll not give assignments yet, but if you have doubts, please put in the group. Okay. Let's. Okay. Thank you guys. Let's stop the recording. Let's meet tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.